Fabulous. So what I want to tell you about is not this slide. Oh yes, this slide. These are the things that you should have up next to you while you're working. Okay, so you want to have 2 sharp pencils while you're working, just in case one breaks, right? That you have one close by. So you're going to want to have 2 sharp pencils. You're going to want to have a whiteboard marker. Okay, and if you go today to pick up supplies, I've given you 1 sharp pencil and a whiteboard marker. Okay, so if you don't have one right now, you can get one today. You might want to have a highlighter. And if you have sticky notes nearby, you might want to have sticky notes. Because if you're like me, I actually have like 4 sticky notes going right now of important things for me to remember. You're going to have an eraser, and it's okay if you just have a good eraser on your pencil. Totally fine. You might want to have a glue stick. Scissors, again, if you have to run into the kitchen and grab your scissors to use them, that's totally fine. And then you want to have or know where to find a Sharpie. Okay, these are things that you don't necessarily need to have like at your desk or your work spot, crayons, colored pencils, or markers, but you do want to have them nearby in case we do an activity that needs them. Okay, I'll try to give you a heads up if that's the case, so that you know to have those things with you. Okay, so I mentioned picking up materials. So today is a materials pickup day. So as soon as this shows up, I want you to give me a thumbs up if you can see this information about materials pickup. It's going slowly. Here we go. Maggie, do you see the screen that says material pickup? Yes. Okay. Has anyone picked up materials already?
Yes.
Yes. Yay, Delaney. Okay, so today and tomorrow are your days for mom or dad or grandma or grandpa or whoever can to go to school and pick up materials for you. They can do it today until 3 o'clock. They can go again tomorrow, Wednesday, from 11 to 6. Okay, so if your mom or dad, when you see them next, if they don't have a bag of materials for you, I want you to say, hey, you have to go get my materials from school. Okay, let me show you what you're going to find in your bag. Okay, it's going to look like this. It's going to be a shopping bag. Delaney knows this already. I think that was her voice. And it's going to have your name on it. Okay, and this is what you're going to find inside. First of all, there's going to be a red folder. And inside the red folder, you're going to find some math materials. Let me see, I can probably stop sharing this. So now I just want you to see me. So let me pin myself. Hold on a second. Okay, so you're gonna have a red folder with math materials inside. It's gonna have a whiteboard, like a little plastic sheet, and a place value chart that we're gonna use at the beginning of the year. It has some adding and subtracting, just some fun little puzzles. You've probably done these before where you solve them and color them in. And then it's gonna have a little growth mindset booklet that we're going to use next week. Okay, so you want to make sure you get your materials. And then inside it's also going to have a pencil and a whiteboard marker. Okay. You're also going to find in your bag a whiteboard. Whoops, this one's the whiteboard. Okay, so this is going to be for you to use and for math. Bella, do you have a question?
Yeah, I actually have a couple things like right next to me because I have this little fold-out drawer thing.
Nice.
So do I have everything right next to me? I already have a couple of the things that are on the list.
Perfect. Okay, so you're gonna also find in your bag this cool map of California, and it's kind of floppy, so hopefully we can write on this because that's what we're gonna start studying at the beginning of the year. We're gonna study California. which is my favorite thing. Okay, you're going to have, I don't have in here my math booklets, but you're going to have some benchmark readers. There's going to be 3 of them in your bag. We're going to use those at the beginning of the year. You're going to have a government in action, characters, actions, and reactions, and my favorite, observing nature. So these are going to be in your bag. You're going to have a writer's notebook. So some of you have been asking about writing. Gabby asked about writing. We're going to use a writer's notebook this year. And so I've given one to you so that everybody has one. You might also want some spiral notebooks, maybe for reading and writing and things. But this is going to be our number one thing. You'll find inside also your math volume 1. So you're going to have your math. Our math this year has a polar bear on it in 4th grade. So you're going to have a activity book, and you're going to have a soft floppy homework workbook. Inside your activity book, I have shoved some graph paper. So everyone is going to have, it's going to be the big graph paper. I'll pull out a piece so you can see. Like this. And I've given you like 15 pages of graph paper because we're going to start by writing down a lot of our work. Okay? So that is most everything that you're going to find in your materials bag. The one thing that should be there that isn't is your social studies book. Oh, and one more thing. You're also going to get a copy of Dear Mr. Henshaw by Beverly Cleary. That's the author of the memoir I'm reading right now. Okay, and so this is for us. We're going to read this together as a class. So when you get it, don't start it yet. Okay? Okay, so once again, it's important for you to know what's in your materials bag. And I'll show you one more time the materials checkout. It's today, so your moms and dads can go pick up materials before 3 o'clock today. You could run over at lunchtime. That's what I'm doing at lunchtime. I'm going to get my daughter's materials for her. She's starting middle school this year. But they can also go tomorrow and pick that up for you tomorrow from between 11 and 6. Okay? All right. What questions do you have?